Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go in Cincinnati. Brown with a return here. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
I think it's fair to say, Kate, the only thing that has slowed down Joe Burrow in his NFL career is that injury bug. Just like in his rookie year, major injury to that wrist a season ago got in his way. This guy is so smooth, so calm, so poised. He didn't let the injury in his rookie year affect him. Remember the next year they went to the Super Bowl? And those Bengals were sure hoping for a repeat this time around.
Right to the air, Burrow. Catch made by All. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Milton Williams making the stop.
All right, let's tighten up.
Fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing is Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. He's contained at the line for no gain. Josh Sweat making the stop.
Kate, I could feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field, and at field level, you get lost. But now
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Left Bond and chicken dinner. Blitz. Middle linebacker.
every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles don't need long to take a
To the house.
Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's going to be cut by all. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality. Ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Chase step. And this time they're going to get there, and they
Got him. Jalen Carter.
backwards, 2nd down coming up. Caught quickly on the slant.
Yeah, nice pass. You beat the blitz.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Burrow from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. Cooper to Jean to return this for the Eagles. He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. Looked like he had a chance to break it, but still 29 yards on the return. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He breaks a tackle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Strong right there.
Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
Like a bull coming through there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Yard. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's got it deep downfield. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Another try following the sack. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end.
Safety.
Wild safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. That's taken at the 15. And the Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers
first half really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Now pitch it to Barkley. Down the sideline inside the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. And he's brought down for a loss. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Breaks the tackle, still going. Crashes through another one. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, Now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets to space right side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch the lead to 23. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Completes this one to Chase. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Burrow. Oh, he got free. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate. It has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields it cleanly. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. This certainly is going to help field position. 26 on the run back. And the Eagles will take possession. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They pitch it to him. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles making this a laugher before halftime.
Oh.
Saquon Barkley He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Getting out to his left, and they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks, nice work by the defense there, sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
He takes this a little short of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They pitch it out to him here. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles ballooning the first half lead even further. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow. Finds a man right side. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options.
Stops him in his tracks.
Nowhere. Nowhere to go.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Punting unit out now. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals facing 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Ball taken in at the 36. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts setting up to throw. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
This one falls incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Hurts now on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. 30. He's at the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Gets it ahead, has about 5. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
One final shot before halftime. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's found the end zone 4 times on the ground already, as he's putting together the kind of performance you dream about as a running back. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And these are only some of the big moments he's had in this contest, because he's had a ton. He's gotten up there in yards, really made this a game to remember, although that defense, Brock, as you like to say, they're probably ready to forget about how he's run through them this game.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters into his own hands.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to him. Works the sideline inside the 35. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just one off that single-game record. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bengals 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take it.
Oh, yeah, I should have came out of that.
They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's good. Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good.
I thought I had. Why wouldn't he die for?
And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something
make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. They kick the running back in motion. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. He fires one deep. Big gain downfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Zach Bond with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. This time they're going to get
Got him. Jalen Carter.
Back, third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Burrow to the air now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Has room down the left sideline. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Running out of the gun with Moss. This is ahead for about 5. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Came in there quick.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Secures this at the 17. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And now the Bengals have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals put at least a tiny dent into that lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, you kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and one more ties the record. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over to you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
But it's a little more of a look, Kate, like, really? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
For the two-point conversion.
Right side, they're gonna pitch it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another two-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
Give me that.
Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And he isn't going to reach the end zone. But hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-OK. The two-point try fails. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They bring their tight end left. First down, Burrow to throw. Catch made by All. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Jones reels it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, here's Burrow. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Into a crowd and, oh, intercepted. Broke through the tackle. And the Eagles will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Down the sideline inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game, and that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied.
Fly, Eagles, fly. And thank you, New York.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Throwing is Burrow. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Slot man motioned over. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in the record books right now.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The visitors and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Eagles put this one away a long time ago. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline. Your defensive player.
He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut into the lead by another point. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So even after 7 yards, still playing from behind, 3rd and 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the pistol, Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. It is caught at the 20. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles running them out of the building. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bengals 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Burrow. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball. Got to have better ball security than that.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Escapes out to the left. And it's good yardage, but they tackle. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get there. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line.
Eagles take over first
So no return on that punt.
at their own.
And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. Wow, it's free again! And now the Bengals have it! And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover, they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
And that one is through, so take a final point off of what's still a pretty big lead as this game comes to a close. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.